Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. There's so much bad news out there. Let me give you some good news. The good news is you can retire when you're 65 years of age. You can live the same lifestyle you've come accustomed to, but you're going to have to make a change. And what's that change? To get rid of your 401k. It's a scam. It doesn't work. We've never seen more people pulling their money out of 401ks than right now. $40 billion just in this last few quarters because they know it doesn't work. So they're taking their money and stuffing it in the mattress. That's not what to do. Look, it's not about the money you put away. It's about how you invest that money. And clearly 401ks don't work. But it does work here at Phil's Gang. philsgang.com, where we just got a return of over 35% in copper.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. There is only one talk show host, Phil Grande, who delivers both social and financial talk. Not even Hannity or Rush can deliver a 1-2 punch like that. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Phil Grande is unique, the industry leader, the first talk show host ever to combine social issues and finance into winning stock market ideas. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Aren't you tired of all the nonsense you hear from these financial shows like this?
Should I be worried about Bear Stearns in terms of liquidity and get my money out of there? No, no, no. Bear Stearns is fine.
And then they went bankrupt. This is what I'm talking about. This is crazy. Your 401k. They take half of all the money you put away. Look, it's not about the money you're saving. It's about where you invest it and not in a 401k. Join my gang. Start using charts. I'll teach you how to use a chart so that you can maximize your returns on the money you do have. And the earlier you get started, the better. Join my gang, philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Time is the one thing that we want more of. Without the donors, I wouldn't have my Audrey. They take care of our housing. They take care of our food. In addition to the best medical treatment that my daughter could ever have. So it allows me to focus on my daughter and getting her better.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Every month now, we get jobs. They give us the job numbers. We've been averaging, they tell us, 235,000 jobs a month. It's been a lie. It's a bogus number. The BLS, that counts the jobs, they use what they call the birth-death model system. What they do is they manipulate the jobs, so 40% of that number that you see is fake. That's right. If you take 235,000 jobs, the number really is 140,000. They bogus up about 95,000 jobs. But that's what goes on now on Wall Street. That's why you want to be a member of my gang, Phil's Gang, philsgang.com, because that way you get the truth. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, people make it too complicated. Wall Street tells you the market cap and the trailing PE and the forward PE and price to sales to confuse you. All you need to know is, does the stock have volume? What's that mean? Energy. What does that mean? If you have people buying a stock, enough of the stock's being bought, it influences the prices to go up. Join my gang, philsgang.com. We're using charting, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You know, every day we hear from Wall Street. You turn on the TV, and they're telling us how the economy's great, everything's great. And these are the same people that run the 401ks who, with a 2% fee, take more than half of your money and put it in their pocket. You will never retire comfortably in a 401k. But try to convince 90 million people, it's almost impossible. People just don't listen. They get comfortable and stay with these 401ks. They don't work. You're not going to be able to retire. It's simple. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Join the gang, try it for a month, and we're going to show you how to use a chart. And that is going to put you in such a comfort zone of retirement.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Be sure to watch the Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande, weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to the Phil's Gang Show right in your hands at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we'll see you on the charts.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
The difference as to when President Obama took office and now, in terms of so many of the metrics, whether it's the deficit is 70% lower, the unemployment is half of what it was.
Unbelievable, but bringing out the big guns, Nancy Pelosi, bringing out the big gun because they're saying that Hillary Clinton is going to take over the policies, keep the policies of Obama. And they got to get her elected. And that's why every day they come out and lie about the economy, because they got to get her elected. And now they bring out the big gun, Pelosi. They got to get her elected. It's incredible, isn't it? Good afternoon. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. I mean, it's just incredible. These people are just sick. So she says things are much better. That's what she's telling us.
The difference as to when President Obama took office and now, in terms of so many of the metrics.
Yeah, the metrics are so different, so much better. You mean like the 5 biggest banks now, they own assets equivalent to 2/3 of the GDP? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Or do you mean corporate defaults? Maybe that's what you mean. Our corporate defaults are currently at the largest level that we've seen since 2009. There's a good metric for you. That comes from Obama. Or do you mean manufacturing, industrial production plunged to a 10-year low? How about exports? Plunged to $170 billion. $170 billion are exports. Is that the metric? Or how about home ownership? The lowest. It plunged to 64-year low. Wages to an 18-year low. Is that the metrics you're talking about? These are the ones these are the policies going to be carried on by Hillary Clinton? Or how about the one that, I know the metric you're talking about, where Obama has added, his monetary policies have added 6 times the number of waitress and bartenders than manufacturing or mining jobs. That's the metric. That's how good he's doing. Are you talking about the business investment? Collapsing, including machinery and computers and IT spending and communication equipment, all down. Or are you talking about the metrics where the earnings have declined? 8%. Revenues declined 4 years in a row. Is that the metrics you're telling her so much better? It's amazing, isn't it? Amazing. They bring her out now, Pelosi. And I just can't stand.
When you look at the U.S. economy,
It is good. Yeah.
I think we've shown that we've reached a level of strength that's quite real and sustainable.
Isn't it amazing? So Obama brings out Jack Lew, too, Treasury Secretary, to get him going. This is unbelievable. Maybe the metrics they're talking about is our manufacturing industrial production. That's fallen off a cliff. That must be the good one. The growth rate of consumer spending has plummeted. Maybe that multi-year lows on that one. Maybe that's the one they're bragging about. You know, the one I really like to hear her brag about is this. This is the beautiful one. The deficits. How Obama has cut the deficits by 70%. I love this one.
The deficit is 70% lower.
Oh, really? 70% lower. How did he do that? How did he do that? I mean, you talk about fiction. I mean, that's really some fiction right there. How did he ever do that? That's crazy. 70%. He's taking all the credit. Wow. That's crazy. What a lie. Just like he created 14 million jobs. No, he didn't. What he did is tricked us. He took the first year that he was in office. He had 4 million jobs that were lost. But he didn't count the first year while he was in office. He waits and starts counting his second year. Yet all the other presidents always counted their first year, no matter how bad or how good. Oh, no, this guy decides, I'm not going to tell anybody about the 4 million jobs. I'm going to start the second year. They look pretty good. It wasn't 14 million. It was 9 million. Now he claims he lowered the deficit. Pelosi claims he lowers the deficit by 70%. What a bunch of hogwash. Taking all that credit? What are you, nuts? He did nothing. He did nothing to lower the deficit. Why should he get credit? When one of the main reasons the deficit has dropped by 70% because the recession ended in 2009. What do you have to do with that? He got in office in 2009. Anytime a recession ends, the deficits drop. They drop like a flying crowbar. He had nothing to do with that. He just got into office. Oh, I know. He's just a magic man. How about the large contribution towards that 70% deficit reduction? Is he the one who ordered the IRS? No, he didn't. The IRS introduced, remember they introduced that strong individual tax collection policy? It had nothing to do with Obama. That was the IRS. It was that policy, those collection policies, that contributed to those revenues they brought in, the extra revenues contributed to a lot of the budget deficit dropping. They're giving him credit. The other contribution was from the Budget Control Act of 2011, where they mandated budget cuts. These were automatic budget cuts, and they were immediate cuts right across the board, especially the defense and domestic programs right across the board. Why? He had nothing to do with that. He fought that. He fought those. He wanted more spending. They put those in, the mandate in that Budget Control Act 2011 because he spent more than he was taking in. He was spending more than the specific caps. And he did that often. And it's one reason why the Congress passed the Budget Control Act of 2011. So you can give him credit for that? Yeah, I never seen such nonsense. And then Obama wrongfully claims the credit for the reduction of deficit when it really belongs to his excessive stimulus spending that finally dried up. Remember that stimulus bill? It was killing jobs. It was killing the budget. It was putting a big hole in the budget, that stimulus. Finally, when the stimulus ended, the deficit dropped. Why would Pelosi give him credit for that? Why would he give him credit for anything? Because he fought every spending cut. He did. Was she nuts? Boy, I tell you, Obama had a strange way to show how he wanted to reduce the deficit by 70% when he spent more money than he took in revenues. In fact, more than any other president in history. And then he fought every expense cut. So he's taking credit, even though he fought every expense cut to get the budget down. He's fought the cuts. And here's the one that gets me. He's never presented a balanced budget to the Congress. If you want to reduce the budget deficit by 7% or 70%, wouldn't you present a balanced budget to the Congress? That's what you do when you want to reduce a budget deficit. In fact, he wanted more spending. If you recall, he wanted to raise taxes. And he wanted to collect more money to spend more. So the deficits would even widen. What are you, nuts? These people are sick. We'll be right back after this break here on Phil's Gang. 15 past the hour here on philsgang.com.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Time is the one thing that we want more of as a St. Jude parent. Without the donors, I wouldn't have my Audrey.
El que St. Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When they told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow, they pretty much have saved us.
They take care of our housing. They take care of our food. In addition to the best medical treatment that my daughter could ever have. So it allows me to focus on my daughter and getting her better.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. When was the last time you've gotten a raise? It's been a long time. When was the last time you got overtime? That's been a long time. Sure, why? What people don't realize is we got two components out there that is killing your standard of living. Free money provided to CEOs from the Federal Reserve, and then the way the CEO is being compensated. CEOs are not compensated on performance anymore. CEOs are compensated on stock options. That's how they make most of their money. So as long as the Federal Reserve will give them money free, they're going to focus on the CEO buying shares back to pop that price up to make that stock option. That's why you're not getting paid. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grande and philsgang.com helps folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your #1 source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $49.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market. You get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Listen to this contradiction.
February existing home sales down 7.1%.
American consumers, they have more cash on hand.
What a contradiction. Matter of fact, all the information you get from all the different financial programs, it's all contradiction. But here at Phil's Gang, I will tell you the truth. Join my gang, philsgang.com. You will enjoy it.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. It's 877-600-4264.
Hi, my name is Phil Grande at philsgang.com. The 401k big lie. They tell you invest $10,000 a year for 30 years, compounded at 6% annually. You will have a grand total of $245,000 to retire. That is not true. That is not the truth. What they don't tell you is the hidden fees. There's 27 hidden fees in your 401k. When you're all done, you lose half of what you put aside for your retirement. That's right, half. And another thing, you're not allowed to do individual stocks in a mutual fund. And you're not allowed to make money when stocks go down. That's ridiculous. Would you buy a car with just forward and no reverse? Why would you ever be in a fund that you can't make money when the stock market goes down? Join my gang, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
I really sympathize with a lot of these young people who are, excited about being told that there is one explanation for the misery of America, and that is the greed of the Wall Street banks. But the truth is, Wall Street is smaller, and New York City is growing like crazy, led by the Bronx and Brooklyn and Queens, and entrepreneurs in New York that are in Manhattan that are diversifying the income.
Unbelievable. This guy's nuts. Let's talk about Wall Street for a moment. If you go back to 2009, when the crash occurred, and then you go back from 2009, start at 2012 to where we are now in 2016, the guys on Wall Street, their pay has increased 6 times. Take an average New York worker, makes about $72,000 a year. You know what the average Wall Street banker makes now? $450,000 a year. That's how much of an increase it was from the average American worker at the same time. In other words, the average American worker in New York, his pay has not gone up. He's been staying at $74,000 in New York, where these guys are now at over $400,000. What's he talking about? We'll talk more about that later. And these banks, especially, you're going to find out this. He wants to talk about the banks? I'll challenge him on the banks. You ever say banks are crooked? Sure, they're crooked. Especially the way they give you the quarterly earnings. Do you know, we just got a report, the earnings report, the quarterly earnings report from the Bank of America. Do you know that 50% of their profits, of the $2.2 billion, I think it was, $2.2 billion, is fake? 50%. They rigged them. That's right, fake. In fact, Citibank, their earnings for 2 years have been fake every quarter. 30 to 40% better than they should have been. They rigged them. Now explain how that works after, but first, let's go make some money.
Stock Corner is brought to you by the Phil's Gang video channel. Go to philsgang.com, click on the video channel graphic, and check out Phil's free videos on the market, economy, and current events.
And also brought to you by Walter's Way. Beautiful book. Walter Scheer, the author, 92 years young. When you buy this book, you can get it through waltersway.org, or you can go to my site, philsgang.com. 100% of the proceeds is split between the Vera and Walter Scheer Family Foundation and St. Jude. Now, you don't get anything better than that. The book is wonderful. It's an award-winning book. And it got one of the best. If you're going to write a business book, you want the Axiom Business Book Award that identifies that you have a cutting-edge business book, identifying you are buying the best of the best. That's right. And it's very hard to get the Axiom Business Book Award. He got that book award. First-time author. First-time author. Incredible book. Incredible man. And we're going to have you meet Walter, and we'll give you the date and time we're going to do the book signing. But in the meantime, this is an entrepreneur. This is what an entrepreneur does. I mean, it's amazing the things he has done. Incredible. So check it out. By the way, I'll remind you again, you would not have a fax machine if it wasn't for Walter. He's the one that brought us the fax machine. Okay, let's take a look at some stocks, all right? So what's going on in the market here? So the market, let's think about it for a moment. The S&P, we've had a surge. Okay, the S&P, we've had a surge. And after the market dropped, as you know, in January, we had one of the worst market declines for January in the history of the stock market. But what's interesting, it went back up starting in February and March on the worst economic numbers we ever had. So we had worse economic numbers between the rally since, let's say, February and March, that 14% rally we're in now, worse than when the market dropped. Matter of fact, when the market dropped in January, we had much better economic numbers, yet the market's going up. Now, they got to keep the stock market up. They have to keep this going. They have to get the banks. See, it's very easy to rally a stock market. They have all kinds of tricks to rally a stock market. From 0% interest rates, they print the money. They go out in the Fed and they buy all the 10-year treasuries themselves so that the yields are so unattractive that the countries that buy the treasuries from us, they won't buy them. Instead, they shift over to the stock market, buying all kinds of stock. That's the way the market goes up without any earnings or revenues or profits or improved margins. They print 0% money, give it to the hedge funds. So it's 0%, so they'll go in and start speculating on stocks. They print money, give it to big corporations, buy their own shares back to push the stocks. Nothing that has to do with earnings. Nothing to do with earnings. Nothing to do with revenues. Isn't it amazing? But to keep the charade going, you got to keep the bank stocks leading. Meaning the bank stocks have to lead the way. They got to lead the way. If they stop leading the way, then what happens is the market will stop. You can't sustain the market. You can't sustain it. It's impossible to sustain any rally. It's so hard to do. So they have to rig the stock market earnings to go up like they did this week with Bank of America. 50% of their profits was fake. 50%. We'll talk a little bit about that in a moment. But first, I want you to go and take a look at a wonderful stock. And I'm going to put it up here tonight for you. McDonald's. And you're going to see if you used my PT2, if you're a gang member and you used my PT2, you would have had a wonderful profit, a nice 8% profit. And you would have bought the stock around March 9th. We had a buy signal. It turned from red to green. It's still going up right now. All you had to do is follow the chart. More when we get back here on Phil's Gang. Don't miss it. We're going to talk about the crooked earnings from the bank.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, my name is Phil Grande at philsgang.com. I'm going to tell you something about your 401k that you don't know. You know the 401k is a tax code? That's what it is. Here's how it worked. In the 80s, you had pension funds, but they decided to give their CEOs a benefit on top of the pension. It was called 401k. That was to shelter their income. That way they could keep the CEOs because it was very competitive. But when all the jobs were shipped overseas, they no longer could keep pension funds, too expensive. So they shifted all their employees to a 401k, duping you, thinking it was a good deal. But what they did is they charged hidden fees, which amount to about $250 billion a day, that they gave to lobbyists to go to Washington to make sure that this 401k would never be transparent. Here's what came of it.
Responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
That's right. So join my gang, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, it's been 7 years now since Obama ordered his Fed chairman to lower the savings rate from 5% to less than 0.25%. With the false narrative, it would spur economic growth and jobs. Everyone would have an opportunity in this economy. That's what he said. But what it spurred was a front-loading of the biggest, fake, unsustainable stock market rally of 200%. That's what it spurred. Now, most people did not participate in that rally because people got out of their 401k in 2009. And they said, just get me out. I want nothing but fixed income. And they got killed because with low interest rates, fixed incomes get murdered. You got to know what you're doing. If you're going to really retire, you got to be associated with the stock market. That's why you come to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Everybody was asking me, how did I know to short Ford when it was November? And it was when Aunt B was telling us everything was fine. Well, what people didn't know is Aunt B was lying to us because when she was raising the rates, machinery sales were down 5.6%, computers were down 8.7%, communication equipment sales down 21%. I took a look at our chart and I saw that institutions were pulling money out of Ford. So we said, let's short Ford. And we did that in November, on November 10th, because my charts told me there was a big sell signal. And we took advantage of it. And you know that stock Ford has now dropped 17%. That's the return my gang has now, 17%. Don't follow any of the jibber-jabber from CNBC or the Fed. Follow me, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. There is only one talk show host, Phil Grande, who delivers both social and financial talk. Not even Hannity or Rush can deliver a 1-2 punch like that. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Phil Grande is unique, the industry leader, the first talk show host ever to combine social issues and finance into winning stock market ideas. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Aren't you tired of all the nonsense you hear from these financial shows like this?
Should I be worried about Bear Stearns in terms of liquidity and get my money out of there? No, no, no. Bear Stearns is fine.
And then they went bankrupt. This is what I'm talking about. This is crazy. Your 401k, they take half of all the money you put away. Look, it's not about the money you're saving. It's about where you invest it and not in a 401k. Join my gang. Start using charts. I'll teach you how to use a chart so that you can maximize your returns on the money you do have. And the earlier you get started, the better. Join my gang, philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Time is the one thing that we want more of. Without the donors, I wouldn't have my Audrey. They take care of our housing. They take care of our food. In addition to the best medical treatment that my daughter could ever have. So it allows me to focus on my daughter and getting her better.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Talking Trader Stock Charts.
The Fed has, for those with assets, it's driven up stock prices, driven up assets values. But that's not built on anything real. It's not built on an increase in the intrinsic value of those assets. It's just based on playing games with money, which means a crash will be coming.
What he's trying to say, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's got it. He's almost got it. What he's saying, they drove the stock market up using games called quantitative easing, which they lied to us and said, we're going to do quantitative easing because we're going to help you, the regular American. The average American on Main Street, we're going to help you. We feel bad for you. We want you to get a good job. We want you to get a nice house. So we're going to do quantitative easing. All a lie. Quantitative easing has nothing, will not put you into a nice house, will not put you into a full-time job. Matter of fact, quantitative easing won't even get you overtime. It's a total lie. Because we've got a bunch of liars in Washington. Both Republicans, both Democrats. They all lie. Listen to this liar.
The auto industry is thriving.
Auto industry is thriving. Don't you read the papers? Used car inventory. Blowing up. They can't sell used cars. So now they're going to stretch the payments to 7 years. 7 years. Maybe even go 10 years. Some are talking about a 20-year mortgage on a car. Are you kidding? Car industry, we've been thriving. We've gone from 17 million units down to, I think it was 17, 14, and down to 9. Something like that. It's not good. It sucks. This is crazy. This she brags about health care.
20 million people now have health insurance.
Oh, that's great. 20 million. So they give 20 million people that have no health insurance. They gave it to them for free. But my payments gone from $600 a month to $2,600 a month. Well, the guy doesn't have to pay for his, and she tells him to go home and learn how to play the piano. Become an artist. Do what you want. Don't work. We're going to take Phil, and we're going to bump his up by 2,000%. So 147 million of us, we got our health care plans got destroyed to take care of the real number, 10 million people. That's a lie, too. But let's go make some money, because at the end of the day, it's about money, isn't it? They say money is not everything. Oh, I don't know what they're talking about. I want to meet those people who say that. Yes, money does come first. Because with money, you're never cold, you're never warm. You're never thirsty. With money, you have all the comforts you want. You don't have to be a multimillionaire, but at least give our people a decent income. Give them, very easy to give an individual a $65,000 income. We can take $8,000 right now, give everybody an $8,000 raise right now by cutting out the worst tax is the employment tax. A tax on labor is the worst. It's just a terrible tax. You never should tax labor. Never. We stopped that today. That's another. If you're making $50,000, $55,000, you now get $8,000 extra. That's stupid tax. And we should be able to take our own money and invest it. Give you an example. And I hope you do this. I know you hear me every day. I hope you try this. I'm going to show you. I'm going to put it up tonight on my site. Now, I have already up on my site examples. I don't know how many more you need. But I'm showing you how if you were a gang member and you and very, very busy people, I'm talking about busy people, don't have 2 minutes a day to do this. They bought the PT2. They got 140% gain in U.S. Steel. Now, I'm not saying every gang member got 140% gain. I'm telling you, the chart said, hey, buy me. Look, this is where you enter. Look, the chart tells you. My voice comes out and says, buy now. Now, if you don't buy then, well, that's up to you. But the chart is accurate. The chart tells you when to enter, but better when to get out, because most of you are scared to death not to get in. You're scared to death to be in because you're scared to death the stock market's going to crash and you're going to get caught. You are not going to get caught. Not with my charting. You know well in advance. I want you to take a look at my gold stocks on my PT2. 121%, up 64%. U.S. Steel up another 140. And here, I want to show you McDonald's. McDonald's. Beautiful. 8%. Johnson & Johnson, another beautiful stock. If you were a gang member, you had the PT2, it would have told you to buy 10%. 3M, 14% gains. If you just bought the spiders, the basket of 500 stocks, and just when my chart tells you to buy, my voice comes out and says buy, 8%. But more important, my voice says get out, get out. And all day long, coffee talk, first thing in the morning, I'm with you, coffee every morning, best coffee in town. We tell you what's happened overnight, what you should stay away from, what's going on in the economy, and then we take our stocks, and we go over and we show them to you. We have our class. You can take as much of the class as you want. It's live from 9:30 in the morning, 9:30 to 11 o'clock. Updates all day long on the stocks that we're working. And if you're busy, you just take the PT2. That's it. Try it for a month. And I will prove to you. You'll say, why haven't I done this? Why haven't I? So call 877. See, this is the part I hate. Call 877-600-GANG. 877-600-GANG. But if you do buy it or lease it, and you become a gang member, and you start making money, we ask you to please help St. Jude. That's all. Okay? All right, let's go back to Pelosi. Let's go back to Pelosi. Let's play her theme song.
Lie, lie, lie. Lie, lie, lie.
Matter of fact, this is the theme song for the whole Obama administration. That's right. The one thing we have found out by engineering the economy, they have built the basics of this engineered economy, financially engineered economy, is lying. That's the cornerstone. That is the cornerstone. But here's what we got to get to. The real strength and weakness of our economy. See, here's what they know. Obama and Pelosi, when Pelosi says this,
the stock market's 10,000 points, more than 10,000 points.
So she points to the stock markets. Look how good the economy is. Look what Obama did. He brought it up more than 10,000 points. Look at that. She's trying to pump the market, saying, look, the economy is good. To know if the economy is good, you look at the stock market, she's saying. You never look at the stock market. The stock market has nothing to do with the economy. But this is what this administration has done. They pumped this market up so high to make you think if you want to know what the economy is doing, you got to look at the stock market. That is not true. The real strength and weakness, the economy, is not measured by how high a stock is or how high a stock market is. That has nothing to do with the weakness or strength of an economy. It's the GDP. But see, they know you don't know what the GDP is. You would know what the GDP is if you tripped over it. But they take advantage of that. The monetary GDP just simply means the monetary value of all goods produced. See, nobody cares about the stock market, how high it is. That doesn't measure how good the economy is. But they tell you to look at that. What they don't want you to know is you look at the monetary value of all goods produced at the end of every month. We add them all up, and that gives us the economic growth, especially what we call durable goods. The durable goods, it's the big items like TVs and appliances, and computers and cars and heavy equipment, aircraft, business machinery. See, that is what we have to measure at the end of the month or the end of the quarter to give you an idea if the economy is growing, how good the economy is going. See, it is the GDP, it's measuring the value of all goods produced. The big goods, the big ticket items. See, it's those big ticket items, cars and heavy equipment and aircraft and appliances. It's those. When we add them up at the end of the month, how many of those have we produced? That's where we get the strength from. But see, they don't want you to know that. That's too complicated. They say, hey, don't just look at the stock market. Look how high it is. We're doing great. Go buy stuff. But it also gives us factory orders. It gives us an idea what the factory orders are doing. And right now, the factory orders are it's falling off a cliff. See, this is what you need to know. So join my gang right now. Then all you really need to know is the stock green or is it red? That's what you need to know. 877-600-GANG.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grande and philsgang.com helps folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your number one source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $49.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market. You get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, people make it too complicated. Wall Street tells you the market cap and the trailing PE and the forward PE and price to sales to confuse you. All you need to know is, does the stock have volume? What's that mean? Energy. What does that mean? If you have people buying a stock, enough of the stock's being bought, it influences the prices to go up. Join my gang, philsgang.com. We're using charting, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You know, every day we hear from Wall Street, you turn on the TV, and they're telling us how the economy's great, everything's great. And these are the same people that run the 401ks who, with a 2% fee, take more than half of your money and put it in their pocket. You will never retire comfortably in a 401k. But try to convince 90 million people, it's almost impossible. People just don't listen. They get comfortable and stay with these 401ks. They don't work. You're not going to be able to retire. It's simple. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Join the gang, try it for a month, and we're going to show you how to use a chart. And that is going to put you in such a comfort zone of retirement.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. We're a teaching format. Boy, do we give good service. You know, buying a stock doesn't have to be complicated. The reason why Wall Street makes it complicated is so to make you think you need to hire them. You can do better without them, believe me, because you're not going to have those big fees. Come to Phil's Gang, where we'll show you an easy way to buy a stock. philsgang.com, where we don't make it complicated but profitable.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
We're on our best 2-year job creation streak in 20 years.
What are you, nuts? Who'd believe that? Let me tell you the truth. First of all, the 292,000 jobs we got in December 2015, and they told us the unemployment rate is 5%. Not true. You can't trust these people on Wall Street. You can't trust the press. What they don't count is, in December, for example, the 615,000 discouraged workers. A discouraged worker is a person unemployed, gave up looking for work, but this administration does not count them as unemployed when calculating the 5% unemployment rate. Instead, they classify the discouraged as marginally attached to the labor force, but they're not considered part of the labor force or part of the unemployment. That's why you can't trust what they tell you. If we back into 625,000, the real unemployment rate is 12%, not 5%. That's why you got to join my gang, where you get the truth and where we use charts. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Let me give you the number, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. And Alex is there. He'll pick up your phone call, and he'll visit with you. You're not calling to the Philippines or somewhere else. You're calling right here. They'll help you identify what the program is. It's a simple program. And for you who are so busy and don't have time, but you know you got to start putting some money away for your retirement, you feel behind, but you feel scared, you don't know what to do, you're kind of afraid of the market, please try this for 1 month. And all I ask you, start donating a little bit to St. Jude. I'm going to work very hard for you And I'm going to show you tonight. I want you to go over the weekend. I already have up my gold stocks. We've got 121% and 64%, and my steel stock 140% using the PT2. I'm going to show you tonight. I'm going to put up new. McDonald's, do we have an 8% gain? Johnson & Johnson, a 10% gain. And the S&P, the easiest one in the world, the S&P 500, 8% gain. These are all going to be up on the video, free. Go to my site, philsgang.com, or join the gang right now and call 877-600-GANG. Now, we got that over with. Now, let's go to the reality here, what's going on. Okay, do not listen to these people on Wall Street or the president or any. They're all lying to you. Here's the deal. They got to keep the stock market going up. They know that you don't understand, okay? They know that you have no idea. And I wouldn't either unless I was in this business. The real strength and weakness of this economy is not measured by how high the stock market is, but they want you to think it is. It's measured by what we call our GDP growth. What does that mean? It's by growth. That's how we measure how well our economy is doing. It's the monetary value of all goods produced. We add those up at the end of the month. Now, the most important goods are durable goods, big ticket items, big screen TVs, appliances, computers, heavy equipment, that sort of thing. Now, the reason they don't want you to know that we measure the real strength in GDP is because you would see how terrible our economy is. Because we have now dropped. We were supposed to be in this quarter, our economy is supposed to be growing by 2.4%, only grew by 1%. And we only been growing by 2%. But they don't want you to know. They don't want you looking there. So they keep telling you, keep looking at the stock market. That's why Pelosi came out and was pumping how the stock market going up 10,000 since Obama's been. They want you to look at the stock market. They can raise the market easy. Oh boy, it is so easy to rally the stock market. But here's what's not easy: to keep it up there once it's rallied. You have to have the banks. You have to have the bank stocks to keep it up, to sustain it. Now here's the trick. Here's the trick they do. Take just the other day, we had Bank of America came out. And they told us they made $2.2 billion in profits. No, they didn't. That's a lie. They made half those profits. Here's their problem. Their mortgage loans, major part of their revenue, major part, was down big time. So that was going to cause the bank profits to drop about 30%, 40%. So how do they fix it? To fix it, they used an accounting trick called bad loan set aside, known as accounting adjustment to bad debt and loss reserve. The 5 biggest banks have been using it. Citibank has been using it. Citibank and J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Wells Fargo have been using it for 2 years straight, screwing everybody, lying. They fudge their assumptions. Pay attention. They fudge their assumption as to borrowers' default. What they say is, okay, we assume that 5% of our borrowers are not going to pay us back. So we're going to put aside, this all on paper. They don't actually do it. We're going to put aside $20 million all on paper. Then they expense it before they actually default on their loans. So they say, we're going to lose $20 million this quarter, or next quarter. So they expense it, all on paper. But wait a minute, nobody defaulted yet. Now, when the quarter comes in, they go, oh, my boo-boo, it was only $1 million in defaults. So they take the difference between the $1 million and the $20 million, the $90 million, and guess where they're allowed to put it? On the bottom line. So their profits are now up. Where if they weren't able to do that because their mortgage loans were down by 50%, they'd be showing a loss. In fact, Citi, the numbers coming out in Citi, you're going to find the same thing. They would have shown a loss if they did not use this accounting trick. They did the same thing. It's called release of loan loss reserves, aka loan reserve trick. They just simply lie with an assumption. Citigroup, oh, we're going to lose $15 million this quarter. These people aren't going to pay us. Then when the quarter comes, oh, no, it wasn't $15 million. It was only $1 million. Oh, we can take the $14 million and let's put it on the bottom line. Oh, now they got a $14 million profit. It's all lies. Now, here's the problem. Why are they doing that? They do that because they know they got to keep the stock market up. The stock market leads all stocks. When you have a stock market rally, this last 14% rally we just had, they got to get the bank stocks up to hold it there, or it won't hold, and it will collapse. So that's what they do. You see? So that's why you got to learn how to read a chart. But you don't have to learn how to read a chart. You don't have to sit there at night with your plastic hat on, your glasses. Are you kidding? You're not going to do anything. I made it so simple with the PT2. And if you think I'm not telling you the truth, then get rid of it after a month. Get rid of it. Get rid of it after a month. All you want to know is when do I decided, I said the simplest thing for people to know, if I can make it so simple for them, they just got to know when to get in, but more important, when to get out. So every president sits there, from Bush to Obama, all of them, they lie to us. They tell us the economy is good, and they point to the stock market. Matter of fact, we had a cut, don't know where it is, but we had a cut where even they had Michelle Obama come out and brag about, look at the stock market. Look where my husband brought the stock market. But that's not what you look at to identify how good the economy is doing. There's nothing to do with it. Stock market has nothing to do with it. It has to do with growth. And where's the growth come from? Big ticket items. That's the best measurement of how healthy the economy is. So how healthy is our economy? Horrible. Terrible. So now they got to figure out how to keep the stock market up, because the banks are coming with lousy earnings. It's only because they're cheating are these bank stocks going up now. And when you hear them on CNBC, it is incredible. I want to throw my shoe through the TV. When Rob Pisani and in the morning, Kramer and all these guys come and say, oh, the banks are really doing good. Really doing good? No, they're not. They're lying. They just simply put in fake assumptions as to their losses going forward, loan losses. And then when that month comes due, they go, oops, my fault. It wasn't 20 million. It was only 1 million. Then the accounting rules are set in place so they can move it to a bottom line. Just like the accounting rules are set in place, it used to be where a bank had to measure how good their assets were by what they could sell their assets to another bank for. So if they have a mortgage of $100,000, if they could sell it to the next bank for $100,000, that's what it was worth. If the next bank wouldn't buy it for $90,000, it's only worth $90,000. If they only could sell a $100,000 mortgage to the next bank for $10,000, it's only worth $10,000. They decided to change that. They call that, instead of mark to market, now they have a new accounting system, mark to model, which means the CEO of the company can decide what he believes it's worth. So I have a $100,000 mortgage at my bank. I call you and I say, hey, you want to buy my mortgage? And he looks at it, it's only worth about $1,000. I'll tell you what, I'll give you $5,000. So it's only worth $5,000, not $100,000. So what I do, instead of putting it on my books, worth $5,000, I get another guy, he says $5,000. Instead of putting it on my books at $5,000, I'm allowed, this is the only industry you can do it with, I can appraise it myself as CEO of the company, or the team, I should say, not the CEO. And I'm going to say, well, I think it's worth not 100, but 150,000. It's called mark to model. These banks are all fraudulent because these banks, again, and by the way, listen to this. Here, by the way, let me give you this number, 877-600-GANG. God, I hate doing that, but I'm trying to get you to do something. Okay, here, listen to this lie.
We have solved the problem that caused the last crash. The Dodd-Frank bill, which President Obama signed, is working. There are 50,000 fewer people working on Wall Street today than there were the day before.
50,000 fewer, but they're making 6 times more than they did back in 2008. But the Frank Dodd bill, he's a liar. He's a liar. Why? Because Frank Dodd, the problem we had in the banking system was the derivatives. It was the derivatives. It's the derivatives that needed regulation. It was the derivatives that, remember, they got to be unregulated. And it was the derivatives that they said, you've got to have these. If you don't, we're going to have a mess down the road in the housing industry. They said, no. They said to Oxley Born, if you interfere, we're going to fire you and we'll put you in jail. It's a true story. Well, guess what? It was the derivatives that caused the mess. Guess what wasn't regulated under Frank Dodd? The derivatives. More important call right now, 877-600-GANG. I promise you follow my chart, it works. And I'll hold your hand all the way through.
With your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make my dreams.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande.